right. All right, let's check this again. Sorry, guys, I actually had to go off of the live stream because for some reason my the chat was disabled for it. So not completely sure what happened with that, but I need to check that again just to make sure. So that way, if I get any comments, I can go ahead and interact with you guys and let you know what's up. All right. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. So make sure you guys go ahead and leave a like on this live stream if you happen to enjoy the after hour. Uh, I was calling it a podcast before, but um, this is mostly video, so it's not necessarily podcast style. But what I may do is go ahead and take the audio from this and turn it into like a podcast episode, which I have yet to do that for any of the episodes. I'm just having a little bit of fun just doing these little live streams. What I may do is just go ahead and do a couple of episodes and then from there just go ahead and you know, turn it into a podcast. That way I'll have content flowing on both ends without having to struggle to push out content for the podcast. All right, guys. So this is just, I did a live stream previous to this, but for some reason the live chat was not enabled. So I had to restart. And so now the chat is working. I have to do a sound test for this, so bear with me right quick while I get. Where did I put my phone at? Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I lost my phone. Hold on, right quick. There we go. There we go. All right, what I may do is this. I gotta plug up my tablet so that way, that way it doesn't die during this live stream. Sound check right quick, and make sure you throw a like on this stream. Make sure you subscribe for more content. More content is coming soon. I was in the process of recording a video today, but it started raining, so unfortunately that video's, I got to redo that one. But also make sure you turn on those post notifications because you don't want to miss out on any of the other content. Man, my head does not look a mess today because I recently got it done. I got it, my locks retwisted on Saturday, which is a good thing because I was just like, I was so tired of not having my hair done. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this sound check right quick. I'm on the procrastinating. So live stream chat or live stream goal today is going to be, let's go ahead and shoot for 15 likes. Let's go ahead and shoot for 15 likes and 5 new subscribers. Currently, we are at, I believe, 1,067 subscribers. So let's go ahead and keep pushing. Currently above the mark for subscribers, but I'm trying to get the watch time up. That's why I'm doing a lot of live streams. Also trying to push my content out so that way YouTube can be favored more in the YouTube algorithm. But let's go ahead and do the sound check, like I said, 10 times already. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. All right, there we go. All right. So basically, this live stream is going to be mostly motivational, right? Like lately I've been thinking and lately I've been experiencing some things when it comes to the value of character and the value of oneself. And of course, this is not necessarily pertaining to the value of life, as of course all the other things that's going on in the world. This mainly pertains to the value of character, the value of oneself in comparison to society or to other people who may see the value as something different. Um, but yeah, just to go ahead and get started, I'm gonna get it started with that. But I just want to make sure that I cover all the bases as far as like letting you guys know what's going on with the channel and everything like that. Um, Currently, like I said, we're at 1,067 subscribers. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., some Wednesday Eastern time at 8 a.m., there's going to be a video coming out for you guys. That is going to be going live on YouTube at 8 a.m., but on Facebook, that is going to be going live at 12 noon Eastern. The main reason why that is because it incentivizes people to come to the YouTube channel to see the content, to see, to get them watching videos and stuff like that. And then it's also for Facebook, it kind of like from YouTube, I'm pushing towards Facebook also. So it's kind of like reverse engineering on that and making sure that um, the content distribution works out great with that. Um, but yeah, mostly it incentivizes people to come to the channel, watch it, and I'm also trying out some different time slots for uploading videos because I noticed that at 12 is not necessarily getting a whole lot of traction as far as the views and the watch time. Mainly, I kind of figured that I wanted to do that in the sense of, okay, well, generally people take lunch at 12, so they'll have time like 30 minutes to watch this video and all that stuff. But I figure I'm gonna try and upload earlier. That way, people have more time during the day within that 24-hour period to actually watch the videos. Um, Other than that, we still got 2 videos that's backlog. I had one video that I was gonna record today, but it started raining. Actually, I got 2 videos set up to record, so you guys will have content after the 8th. But yeah, that's basically about it for that whole thing. But to mainly go into this topic of your value according to them versus you. This topic came about mainly from um, recent experiences and recent um, situations in my life, mainly where I I struggle with um, finding, like, this is me personally. I'm coming to you guys 100% real here, and this is just not me saying all this stuff. This is not me um, just trying to be adaptable and trying to be relative to people. This is actually like from my experience. So I want to relay that so that way if people can relate to it, then they can relate to it and they can understand where I'm coming from and they can understand different points of view. Because, like, for my situation, it may not be the same as somebody else's situation. So I just want to put the point out there that, um, you know, if you got an experience that you've been through, I can't say I can relate to it unless I've been through that same thing, which maybe you have been through the same thing, maybe you haven't, but it all comes down to the point of understanding each other and understanding what's going on. Ashley should share this on Facebook and such. Um, let's see. Let's see. right, so I'm currently sharing this on Facebook, so I do apologize if I'm not talking. Um, I know this is a live stream and I should be talking, but for some reason I just can't focus when I'm talking and typing and all that stuff. So, my apologies. Sorry, but not sorry. And sharing this on Twitter, if I ever do get any type of traction from Twitter, not even sure why I shared up there, but yeah. Mhm. All right. So that's shared on Twitter and that's shared on Facebook. Um, like I said, make sure you throw a like on the live stream if you enjoy it, and if you enjoy these little motivational talks and speeches and stuff like that. If you want more of them, let me know, and for sure I can do more of those. So starting out, right? We're just gonna go ahead and basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of explain my situation and explain my experience lately of recent. Um, lately of recent, uh, my experience of recent. So recently, I've been dealing with just like, I don't know, like just in general, I kind of feel like people don't see me as my actions, right? People don't see me, they don't see what I do as of value. They just kind of take what I do and push it to the side, and then it's always according to other people. And I don't necessarily like that. Like I'm the type of person, I would rather be judged on my own actions, and I would rather be judged on what I do. Like if I'm a horrible person, right? If I go out and I do horrible things, then of course people are gonna say, "Oh, Calvin is a horrible person." But if I'm going out and I'm doing good things and I'm putting positivity out in the community and I'm doing my best to make sure that everybody around me is straight, and then it comes down to the point where when people are viewing me, they're not seeing those actions. They're not seeing the things that I do genuinely. I'm not doing things in the sense of, oh, well, I'm looking for a return on my investment. No, if I want return on my investment, then I would focus more on like my stocks and bonds and my house and all that stuff. I will focus on things that I know that I'm going to get a return on investment. But if I'm helping somebody out, my main point and my main thing is I'm not helping that person just for that person to be like, oh, well, I owe you. Just because I help you does not mean you owe me. And that's just how I am, right? But sometimes people can see that as me. I guess to put it plainly, right? Let me turn down um, my phone because I don't want any notifications going off. But to put it plainly, like um, to put it plainly, people in general will see that, like people in general will have the mindset that, well, people are always out for themselves. And I see that. Like there's a lot of people in the world who will do things just to say, oh, well, because I did this for you, you owe me. And that relates to value in the sense of you're putting yourself as a commodity. Now people will see you as a person who's like, okay, well, that person is not looking to help me genuinely. That person is only looking to help me because they want something in return. And to put value on that, like what specifically can you say your value is once you once you get that reputation, because your reputation is kind of sort of your value, right? Not necessarily, but like how you see yourself. Like if you see yourself as an important person, yes, it's good to see yourself as an important person, but if you're walking around saying, oh well, I'm this very important person, you are beneath me and you don't have the right to stand beside me, then it's more so like you're you're acting what people would say uppity, or you're acting bougie, or you're acting way more than what you need to be acting, right? So my thing is, I guess to go back to the point, because I know if I start rambling and I start going off on a tangent, I'll lose my place. But just to go back to what I was saying before, when I help people and when I do things for people, it's not because I want something in return. It's not because, you know, I see myself as a commodity that people should pay for, right? If I'm putting positivity out in the world, I want that positivity to spread from the person that I gave that positivity to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. It's just like if you were to go to the store and you had a $100 bill, right? And you were to say, hey, I want to do something charitable today. I want to do something nice. You take that $100 and you pay your $20 grocery bill. Somehow you got groceries for $20, but maybe you just got a snack or something like that, or dinner for the week or something like that. And you just say, hey, I want you to take the rest of this change, or the change from that $100, and I want you to use that money to pay for everybody's food or everybody's stuff that's behind me or that comes into the line until it's gone, right? And that may be hard for the cashier to do, or whatever, to keep track of, or whatever. But um, you know, if you did that and just walked out the store and was like, okay, I did something good today, you're not looking for anything in return. You're just looking to help people. You're looking to spread positivity. You're looking to spread goodwill. You're looking to spread, you know, good feels to different people. But if you're like, all right, I want you to use that $100, the rest of the change from the $100, and I want you to use it for everybody who comes behind me until it's gone. And then you stand at the end of the line and you're like, okay, so your bill was $26. I need my $26. Or, hey, since I paid for your food, I'm gonna need you to get me some gas. Like, do you know how people would like how people would look at you if you did that? I don't know. But a lot of times in life and a lot of times in society, people will generally have a perception of you, have a perception of your value based on what they want out of the situation. If people see that you have more than them, they will see your value as higher than theirs. And some people will say, okay, well, that's fine. Other people will say, I got to get that. So they befriend you, they do what they need to do to get stuff from you, then they use you, and then they once they got all the value that they need out of that relationship. I call it a relationship because a relationship can be anything. It could be a friend, it could be an associate, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. But whatever they want out of that relationship, they'll take, and then they'll leave that relationship as it is, broken or whatever. And so they saw that your value was up here. They wanted that value, so they took that value. Now you're down here. Now they don't want anything to do with you. So now they see you as less than. So I've had to learn, and I've had to go through like different emotions when it comes to that, and seeing like my value, like what is my value, and having the knowledge and having the insight to see how do people value me versus how do I value myself. If I know that I'm a good person, and I know that I do things genuinely, and I know that sometimes people may take advantage of that. I have to know that at times, and this is just like me speaking to myself and trying to give myself advice, but I have to figure at times people aren't going to see. I know that I'm a good person. I know that I do good things, and I know that I'm genuine with how I act towards people, right? If I don't like you, I'm not going to deal with you. If I like you, I'm going to deal with you. But I have to make it a point to say, okay, well, sometimes people aren't going to value me the same way I value myself. And in that sense, I have to know that if I see those signs of people trying to take advantage, I have to cut that person off. I have to take a step back and say, okay, this ain't feeling right. I need to back off. Um, and with that, like I've had to come to terms with that. Like I know, like I tried for so long to like not be I don't know how to put it, like not I tried for so long to not be a good guy, so to say, because I went through this whole period um, with previous relationships where I was belittled. I was thought of as less than. But there was instances where people stayed around just so they could take advantage of my kindness. Just so because I was so focused on having this image of a good guy and a good person and a person that should be valued highly. But then I was so blinded by that want to be a good person and that want to be valued highly. I was so blinded by that that I didn't see that people were taking advantage and people didn't really care. They only cared when it came to benefiting themselves. They only cared when it came to gaining something in return for their time. And it wrecked me, to be honest. It wrecked me. It made me feel like nothing that I ever did was good enough. Nothing that I ever said was good enough. Nothing that I ever was good enough. And having that feeling and seeing that in the like looking back on that, yeah, I saw myself as a person who was highly valued because I had so many people around me and I had so many people who was befriending me. And it was so difficult to get out of that mindset. Not saying that you should be a bad person. That's not to say that you should not, give to people. That's not to say that you shouldn't, you know, help people out. That's just to say that you have to see yourself here. And you see yourself here, you actually have to also be aware of how other people see you, right? If this other person is here and you're here and they see you as your value is here, the same place that you see yourself, or the same value that you see yourself having is, and that other person sees that same value in you, then that's fine, right? But if you're here and somebody's down here, and they're saying, oh, well, they're saying to themselves, oh, well, I I want what they have, or they have too much, and it's, some people get envious and they get so emotional and so into themselves that they say, oh, well, this person has this, oh, they don't need that, I should have that, why don't I have that? Well, if they have this, then I'm gonna just go ahead and take it from them, so that way I can have it, so I can be up here, right? So you got these people who are down here, and then all of a sudden they befriend you, right? And then they're saying to you, oh, they're pumping you up. They're saying, oh, well, yeah, you're a good person, and yeah, I like you, and you're cool, and this and that. And then it comes to a time where, oh man, I'm so down on my luck, and I need this and I need that. And then you're like, as a good person, you're like, okay, well, yeah, I can help you out. I have, so why shouldn't I be able to give to you? So yeah, I help you out. Then once they get up here, right, they're up here with you. Then you're giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and then it comes to a point where you realize you've been giving, but this person has not been giving back to you. You're adding value to them. You're providing value to them, but they're not providing value to you. And in turn, you have a full cup. Think of it as a full cup of water, like the old saying says. You have a full cup of water. And if you're pouring your water into their glass and you keep pouring and pouring and pouring, what are you going to have left at the end? What happens when they get all this water and their cup is way full and they're like overflowing with all this stuff, and then you're down on your luck one day, and then you go to them and you're like, hey man, I know I've helped you in the past and all that stuff, but I'm not necessarily looking for anything in return, but I do need help. As a friend, I need help. And they're like, oh, well, I can't help you right now. I'm just, I got some things going on and this and that. Like, yeah, they may have some things going on, and that's no doubt, right? Uh, Charlotte, what's up? What's up? Actually, I don't have TikTok. I was thinking about doing it, but I'm not even sure how to use TikTok. Maybe I'll get it and kind of try it out a little bit. But yeah, I'll probably get TikTok. I'm not sure like how the videos and stuff like that will be going on with it, but it's 2 a.m. here. Okay. All right, Charlotte. Well, I hope you have some sweet dreams and everything like that. It's apparently it's 2 a.m. over there, guys. So thank you for the support, and thanks for the like. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out, and all right. Good night. So yeah, as, yeah, like I was saying, oh, actually, shout out to Charlotte North. She's one of the OGs. So, um, but going back to what I was saying, if you find that you're having these people around you who are not adding value to you, then you have to know and see and realize that if they're not adding value to you, or if they're making excuses of why they can't add value to you, or they're always taking from you and never giving back, or they're always, gone or not behind you when things get rough, then you got to realize that, you know, it's time to let that person go, right? And then let's say, for instance, it's the other way around, right? You have this person all the way up here. This is somebody else, all the way up here, but you're down here, right? That person says, "Hey, you seem like a cool person," or you go up to that person. Sometimes people will be up here and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you're beneath me, so you got to stay over there. Don't come near me. Don't stand beside me. You're not in my clique. You're not in my group," right? But you also have people who are up here who love to spread the wealth. They have an abundance of something and they want to spread that wealth, right? Whether it be knowledge, whether it be money, whether it be morals, whether it be beliefs, whether it be just anything, right? If you go to that person and they're like, "Hey, I see that you're trying to do this. Like you're trying to start a business. Let's put it in the perspective of that. Like, let's say it's me. I'm trying to start a business. I'm trying to, become my own boss. I'm trying to do what I need to do to provide for my family and everything like that. And I'm struggling, right? This is hypothetically. I'm struggling and I'm not doing so well, but I'm trying and I'm doing my best. I'm putting my all into it. And this person sees that. They're all the way up here. I'm all the way down here, right? And then they're like, "Hey, I see that you're trying. I see that you're putting your all into it. Let me help you out. Let me teach you some things. Let me provide you with some information. I know one like previously in the past, I was down where you're at right now. But with the help of my mentor or with the help of somebody else, I was able to get to where I am up here. So let me help you out." So in that sense, they're adding value to you. They're putting something into you that they're not looking in for anything in return because they're already up here. They already have more than you, whether it's knowledge, money, whatever. They already have more than you. So there's no point in looking for anything in return unless they're trying to be like your business partner or something like that. Then, of course, you have to provide a return on investment because, of course, they're putting in and they're expecting to receive something back. But if they're saying, "Hey, I'm gonna mentor you, I'm gonna help you out," you know, and they're helping you out, they're adding value to you. So you're slowly rising up the ranks and you're coming up to here where they're at. They're adding value, right? So now I'm pretty sure what some people would do in that situation is some people would see it as, "Oh, this person is giving. So I can either one, take advantage, I could two, use that information to better myself and get to where they're at. And then after that, once you make that decision, whether you decide to take advantage, if you decide to take advantage, most likely what's going to happen is they're already going to realize that. They're going to realize that this person is taking advantage of me. So it's no point in putting in if this person is taking advantage, right? But if you decide to take that in, grow from that, go up to get up to where they're at, rise in the ranks, and they see, "Hey, look, you made it. You know, there's nothing else I can teach you. There's nothing else I can give you. You made it. You're up here now." Now, from that, somebody has added value to you. Somebody saw value in you where you saw yourself, and they also saw more than what you saw in yourself because they knew that you had the potential to get up here. So the point of that is you really have to see and pay attention to how people view you as a person. You have to pay attention to how people value your input. If you're having a conversation in this 10 people in that conversation, or let's say it's 5 people in that conversation, right? If you say something, let's say 2 people say something and it's on one side, it's on the left side. 2 people say something and it's on the right side. And then you say something and then everybody's like, oh, well, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Monica Thompson said, good luck, Calvin. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for the support. And you gotta, well, what was I saying? Oh, God, I lost my place. And you're in that group and you're saying stuff, but people don't take what you say with the same weight as everybody else, then you have to realize that. Are they really seeing you as an equal? Or are they seeing you less than? Or are they seeing you as a person who has more and they just want to side with you just because you have more? Because there are some people who will do that, who will jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, well, majority says this, so I'm just going to go with them. Oh, well, one person is saying 2 plus 2 is 4. But the majority is saying 2 plus 2 is 16. I'm not sure how the hell you got that, but I mean, logic. But, that person is like, oh, well, the majority says that 2 plus 2 is 16, so I'm going to just go with them. And it brings me to a thought of like when it brings me to the thought when I was in a situation where I was asked a question. Like a group of people was asked a question. And it was like a multiple choice question. And it was like, I forgot what the question was. It was like A, B, C, or D. And I think it was like 3 people who were asked the question. 2 people went with C, and I went with A. Or no, it was the other way around. One person went with A, and me and another person went with C, because we knew it was the correct answer. However, the person who asked the question was like, well, the person who answered A, even though it was wrong, they're a good person because they chose to lead on their own, right? Or they chose to choose A, they didn't follow the group. Even though the answer was C, they were praised for answering incorrectly because they chose to go by themselves, right? And then we were scolded for choosing the correct answer, even though it was the correct answer. We were still, so to say, following. I mean, that's like a backwards as example, I know, but the point is, sometimes you have to see you have to, like, if people don't weigh your answers and weigh what you say and weigh what your value is the same as somebody else, like in that scenario, my value was decreased because I chose to answer correctly, and this person's value was increased because they chose incorrectly, but they chose to or choose an answer that nobody else chose. And in that sense, the person who asked the question had a specific insight, or they had a specific sight on what the value of answering that question was. And that insight was, if you choose to go with the majority, then even though you answered it right, you're still wrong because you chose to follow. But the person who chose incorrectly but chose the answer by themselves is praised for being a leader. That makes no sense at all. I know, pretty sure that makes no sense at all. But in all actuality, it kind of sort of does make sense to me. I'm not sure if I'm just like saying it wrong or whatever, but I feel like in that scenario, that person decreased my value in response because they said, would you rather be a leader or would you rather be a follower? Even if you get the answer right, I want you to choose an answer that nobody else chose because I want you to be confident in that answer and lead by yourself or lead by an example. But I mean, I answered right, so I don't know. But that was pretty crazy. So my thought process on that is, guys, if you feel yourself being undervalued, then and you see that your value is greater than what people view your value as, do something about it, right? Do something about it, because as long as you choose to be undervalued, like, people will choose to be undervalued just to be accepted by the people around them. That's the whole thing. People will choose to be undervalued just to be accepted by the people around them. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've done that before. I chose to be undervalued just to be accepted by the people that I was around. And over the course of the last few years, and just recently, I had to learn how to put my foot down. I had to learn how to say no. Fuck no. I'm not gonna sit here and be undervalued just to be accepted by you. If you don't see me as a valuable person, if you don't see the value that I have, then I can't deal with you. I have to, maybe it's just me feeling a certain type of way or being in my feelings about it, but I can't allow myself to sit here and be like, oh well, feel shitty just because like I'm doing all this shit and I'm doing all this stuff to spread positivity, to be genuine with people. I'm being genuine with people, I'm spreading positivity, I'm doing for people and not looking for anything in return, because I have. Look at what I have. I have a whole house. You know, I'm purchasing my own home. I have food in my refrigerator. I have lights. I have internet. I have all this stuff. And that's because I built that for myself. But if I have an abundance of something, right? If I had $1,000,000 today and my mom needed $1,000, who am I to say, let me correct myself on it. If I had $1,000 after taxes, because you already know Uncle Sam, you're gonna snatch like half of that shit. But if I had $1,000 after taxes today, and my mom said, I need $1,000. Now, of course, I like when it comes to money, I'm always gonna ask, What do you need it for? Because people can be like, oh, I need $1,000, and then go blow it on some scratch off tickets or some lottery tickets or something crazy that, like, you know, something that is something crazy, right? So I always ask what it's for. But like, if my mom was like, hey, I need $1,000 to pay off my credit cards or whatever, then I'd be like, hey, that's cool, right? She's trying to do something good with the money. So why not? I got $1,000,000 already after taxes. So what is $1,000 gonna hurt? Right? I could see if like I only had $1,000. Like if I only had $1,000 and then somebody said, hey, I need $1,000 to pay off my credit card. I'm gonna be like, well, look, I only got $1,000. I can help you out with like maybe $50, $100, maybe 25, but not the whole 1,000, right? It's just like you can't. The issue that people have when it comes to value is some people are willing to give everything just to make people happy. And I was like that. I would give anything to make everybody else happy except for myself. I always gave out my value and never took any back. So you gotta realize that you can't just like give up everything just to feel accepted, right? You have to value yourself before you can value somebody else. Me, I value myself highly. I'm not egotistical. I'm not saying I'm the best person ever, but I hold myself at a specific value. If people don't accept that or people don't see that, I show them. If they refuse to see it even after I show them, then there's nothing I can do. I just got to go on by my merry way and do what I need to do to increase my value. And my thing is, even though I have more than somebody else, I'm not gonna look down on that person because that is a piece of your value also. You can't have more than somebody else and then look down on people beneath you because you were one day at that same place that they were. Your value was the same as theirs, like the same as theirs right now. You were at that point one time before. So you got to realize that people come up. You may come up, but that don't mean you didn't start from the bottom. You may have been born with a silver spoon in your mouth, but that does not mean that you're better than that person who doesn't have as much as you. Yeah, your financial situation may be better, but you're not better than that person. Because for one, to all the people out there who were born with the silver spoon in their mouth and they didn't have to go through the struggle, realize that you didn't even do anything for that money. You didn't put the time, effort, or whatever in for that money. Your parents did. And maybe they grew up not having as much, so they wanted you to not have to go through that. But by you saying, oh, well, I'm better than this person because I have all this stuff. No, remember that by you doing that, you're tarnishing what your parents had to go through. If your parents had to go through the struggle just so you can have what you have today, respect that. Respect the struggle, because even though you didn't have to go through it, somebody did. So that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. As far as value, according to them versus you, realize your value, find your value, see your value, and know your value. If people continue to put you at a lesser value than what you see yourself that you have proven to be, now you can't just be like, oh well, I only got $20 in my bank account, but I'm better than this millionaire because this and that. Now it doesn't necessarily have to be financial. Like you can't just be like walking around like, oh, I'm better than everybody else around me because I just say so. No, you have to have evidence of your value, right? You have to have evidence of your value. I know that I'm a good person because of course I help people, right? I do humanitarian work. Other than let me clear this up. Other than my 9 to 5, because my 9 to 5 is my job. That's what I was hired to do. I was hired to help people, which means that does not add value to my character because I was hired to do that. Outside of my 9 to 5, I help people. I do things that I don't necessarily have to do. You know, I do it because I want to. I do it because it makes me feel good. I do it because it makes other people feel good. I do it because I want to see people happy. And regardless of what anybody says, no one can say that I don't help people. No one can say that I'm not genuine when I help people. Nobody can say that I'm not genuine in general. Because anytime I do something, it's genuine. When I say something, it's genuine. I don't say stuff to spite people. I don't say stuff to make people feel a certain type of way about me. I say it because either one, it needs to be said, or two, that's what I want to say, or three, it just it that's just within the nature of the beast. So I I guess that's all that is right there. Um, you know, I feel like people need to know their value. And especially with, you can relate this to the whole Black Lives Matter and the Me Too movement and all these other movements. It relates to life in general, right? It relates to life in general. Other than these, um, other than these societies where you have a hierarchy, like, oh, you got the king and you got the whole royal family, and then everybody else is below them or whatever. You know, not in the sense of that, but like, you got to know your value, and especially with this Black Lives Matter thing, a lot of people are seeing that inequality with race is, I mean, it should have been a bigger thing in the first place, but people generally now see, okay, well, everybody needs to be equal, regardless of your race, heritage, your religion, or whatever. Everybody should be equal, regardless of, whatever. Now, of course, if you're a criminal and you commit crimes and stuff like that, people are going to value you less than, but we're all still human. We're all still here on this earth, and we gotta live together, whether we like it or not, whether we're 10 miles away, 1 mile away, or a million miles away. We have to see each other as equal. We have to see each other, you know, we have to see each other in that perspective of, okay, we're all human. We gotta see each other's value, right? You got people, you have racist people who say, well, this race doesn't really matter. The value of this race doesn't really matter, whether it be their lives or whether it be their livelihood, whether it be their society. They don't mean as much to me as my group. And that's just like somebody up here saying somebody who is on that same level is just down here because they don't respect that person. Now, of course, there are times where respect comes into play when it comes to value because people like depending on how much you respect somebody depends on like what value you see them as, right? Not monetary, not whatever, not societal, but like just as a person, how you respect somebody or how much you respect somebody is gonna change that value. Like you could have 5 friends, but you could value one friend over all of those other 4 friends. You know, so I don't know. That's just me. I just I just feel like I needed to kind of vent on this a little bit, and I did vent a little bit. But I just want people to see me as a good person. I know that some people won't. I know that some people will just be like, "Oh, Calvin, you're just stupid. You're just saying all that stuff." You know what I'm saying? You know, or like their opinion of me could change because I don't specifically do something for them, or my value could decrease because I don't give them something, or I don't add value to them. You know, you also got to learn how to increase your own value because if you don't learn how to increase your own value, then you're just sitting here, like, oh, well, everybody should add to my value. Everybody should add to my value. No, you should be able to add to your own value and grow as a person. And then it will be more beneficial for somebody to add to you then because you're not, you're not, what is the word? You're not so used to everybody adding to your value, right? When you learn how to add to your own value on your own, and then people come in to add to your value, it hits different as opposed to you not growing at all and then everybody else just adding to your value. In actuality, you're not growing in value, you're just staying in the same place. That's all it is. Um, so we got 3 likes on this live stream so far. Um, I'm not completely sure how long I've been live streaming, but let's go ahead and check right quick. Um, yeah, I don't know. But all in all, that's the whole point to this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna go ahead. It's like 9:47 right now. I think I've been streaming for about an hour. Probably a little bit less than that. Yeah, a little bit less than that. But remember, guys, that if you guys want to send me any type of email to read on the After Hours podcast or on live or whatever, if you're watching on YouTube, then that's great. Make sure you slap a like on it, subscribe for more content. More content is coming soon. Also, turn on those post notifications. Um, I have yet to do any live streams on Facebook or upload any older videos on Facebook, mainly because I'm just trying to focus on making sure that the backlog for videos coming out for YouTube is a steady stream instead of spotty as I don't know what. Because I know that previously I was not really doing that great um, with uploading on a specific schedule. Current schedule now is Wednesdays. Uh, you can expect it either at 8 a.m. I know that I said that this video coming out tomorrow is going to be dropping at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook or you're watching anywhere else, it'll most likely be uploaded at or released to the public at 12 noon Eastern time. Um, so yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to send me any emails to for me to read, make sure you do that. Link is in the description. Well, not link, but the email that you can send that to is in the description. Contact caliber724@gmail.com. Also, if you want to support the show, you want to support the streams, you want to support the channel, donation links are in the description. I have um, a PayPal link, and also a Cash App. I got my cash tag in the description if you want to go ahead and donate there. It will go towards creating new videos, whether it be reviews, gaming videos, improving the video. Not, I've been talking. I needed something. I've been needed something to drink, but that'll go towards like basically improving the channel, whether it be doing giveaways or whether it be doing reviews, gaming videos, equipment. Because I know my tripod is like on its last leg, so I actually do got to get another one. But if you guys want to donate, uh, it's not mandatory. I need to learn how to say that line. It's not mandatory, but it is very much appreciated if you do. But yeah, for sure, that is about it for this live stream. I know that I've been rambling on and I've been just like talking, but I think it's important for you to know your value. I know my value, know your value. That's about it for this live stream. Don't forget to be brilliant. Stay inspired. You guys know what it is. Yes, you. I don't know what that was, but yes, you know what it is. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Now you know, guys. I might do like a little after show. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. An after show for the live show. An after show for the live show. That is pretty. You know what? Let's go ahead and try that. For the people who stand behind to continue to watch, I very much appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, in that sense, I probably shouldn't have added. I probably shouldn't have said that I was ending the live stream. But in that sense, I mean, some people come for the talk and the motivation. Some people stay just to, support the channel and just chat and chill. So this is like more so of the chat and chill section of the live stream. The after show to the show. Hold on right quick. Dang, I needed that water. Oh my goodness. I needed that water for Rizzle. For Rizzle, man. Oh man. Yeah, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you still watching, I actually gotta get my phone. All right. Yeah, but if y'all got anything to say, if y'all got anything y'all want to talk about, just let me know. We can talk about that. This is like the after show. The after show to the show. So we all good on that, right? We all good on that. But as you guys can see, I did get my my locks retwisted, and I feel pretty good about that. Man, I look good as hell. I look sexy. Oh man. But I will probably be doing I don't know. I got some more videos I gotta record, but today it was raining, like I said. Actually, let's go outside and check out how it is outside because it was raining. Oh, let me get my water, my Walter. Yeah, it was like raining earlier. So shoot. Heck yeah, look at that. Let me go ahead and turn on this light. I can't show you guys. I got to point it towards the roof because I got some things in this room that if I show you guys, it will ruin the video that I have coming out for this, which it's actually going to be coming out, I think, on the 16th or probably the 16th or the 17th the Wednesday after next Wednesday. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I'm gonna go ahead over here. I'm gonna just sit down, just slide with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is my chill spot though. I come out here. I come out here and just chill and just do my thing, just like relax a little bit. I mean, I really need to get some light over here or whatever, because I got my fire pit over here. And if you guys haven't seen in the other stream, I have a little area over here that I want to use for my garden. Um, but I just come over here and chill a little bit. I actually got hit one of those. I guess it was a mosquito. I think it wasn't a bee or anything like that, but it was like a big ass mosquito that got me on my neck, and I got like a big ass bump on my neck. Man, but other than that, oh, we got a comment here. Where is it? Where is it? Monica Thompson said you're looking really cute, and I noticed you lost a lot of weight. Yep, I actually did lose a lot of weight. I've been, even though I've been working from home, um, I've been trying to do like push-ups and sit-ups and stuff. I'm trying to really get rid of my gut, but I realized that by doing sit-ups and push-ups and stuff like that, I'm getting abs, but my stomach is just like blowing up. So it, like when I'm on camera, it kind of looks like I got a pudgy and all that stuff, but really, like I have abs is noticeable, but it's not like predominant. You know, it's not like sticking out or whatever. So um, more so is it's showing, but you can see it, but it's just not like I'm not ripped. I don't have like ripped abs or like real toned abs. But if that makes any sense, I'm. Oh shit! Hold on right quick. All right, hold on right quick, guys. You know what? Fuck that. Oh hell no! Wait a second. Hold on right quick. Let me. All right, hold on. Yeah, nah. No, sorry. Fuck that. Hell no. Nope. 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 Oh, no, nah. Nope. Hell no. Fuck that. Okay. All right. So, nah, no. Nah, you know what? No. Look, I'm about to put you guys up here. Um, probably. All right. Okay. Guys, I'm sitting here live streaming, right? And I'm sitting there talking. and all of a sudden I just hear something like walking, and I guess it bumped into something. I'm a black man and I watch a lot of horror movies, and I know for a fact if you hear if you hear some shit, you don't follow that shit, you don't stick around to see what it is, you get the hell up out of there. Hell no. No, nope. No, no. No way, no. Hell no. Look, look, Amityville horror. Fuck that. I'm not living on that street. Nightmare on Elm Street. Fuck that. I'm going the other way. Nope. Not going to sleep. Staying awake. I mean, that didn't work out for too many of the characters on Nightmare of Elm Street. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot myself up with some adrenaline, stay awake or something. Shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, you know what, homie, we good. Like, you need some sacrifices. Look, man, I got you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little Jimmy down the street or something. I don't know, but look, look, no, no, nope. Nope. Little Bill, I'm sorry, but look, I no. I'm not I'm not I ain't sticking around. It's like you watch a whole lot of horror movies and stuff like that. You kind of realize like the ins and outs, right? It's like every horror movie kind of sort of seems like the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a noise. Somebody follow that noise. They get killed because they wanted to follow the noise. What they tell you, every single horror movie, don't follow the noise. If I hear something down the hallway, you think I'm gonna go check that out? Nope. I'm gonna go right out that front door and I'm taking my ass to the bus stop or something. I'm gonna go to the store or some shit because I ain't sticking right here. No, nope. Not me. All right, so let me stop for some weird ass shit come pop off. You know what I'm saying? Let me not. Uh, oh shoot. Oh man. Well, it's about 10:01 right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream off. I know I did the outro already, but again, don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. You guys know what it is. Yes, you know what it is, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, remember to know your value and hold people to that. You know, uh, don't overextend your value because you overextend it, you're gonna look like an asshole. If you undervalue yourself, then you're just gonna be undervalued. People are not gonna see you for your true potential. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. I feel good. Okay. That was weird, but okay. Oh, okay.